we are in such a strange time. I know everyone's feeling it in their own way. We want to make it around about what's going on in the world and around us, but really, it's the constructs that are breaking down within that are really causing the stress in the collective right now. Supernova souls, you know this gig, you have done this for a long time. But there's a lot of pressure on you right now. Um, being one of the only ones that can transmute and support the collective's collapse of the constructs. We've all been MK Ultra programmed to incredible degrees that we're going to find out. And so we're all having to come out from under occult programming, no matter how much you think you know about anything. We're all going to have our minds blown. And this is imminent. We can feel that nothing can stop what's coming. We don't know what it is or what it's going to look like, but something is leading up to something. It's making it hard to focus and, in our lives and move forward on a day-to-day reality when that reality is falling apart. So just sit tight. There's an energy of message from Mother that says it's a time of surrender, not a surrender to what do we want to call it? The parasitic forces that want to feed on humanity's creation, sacred creation energy. We're not going to surrender there, okay? But we got to surrender in our heart and our soul to who we really are, and surrender to the fact that if we know exactly the way we're moving forward and who we are and what we're going to be doing, then you're not a supernova soul. Definition of supernova soul right now, the more big your purpose and your potential, the harder things are for you right now. There's a massive bloom of energies that have been programmed to go against the light. This is the last 2,000 years very much showed this energy, the Piscean age, where structured religion was used to control humanity. And in order to do that, you had to get rid of the real. So that's a fake counterfeit spirituality, right? You can't pull the wool over humanity's eyes without first a bunch of trauma, fear, and scarcity. And you're going to have to get rid of the authentic spiritual energies and leaders and teachers. Because the authentic spiritual leaders and teachers and healers they're going to expose the lies simply by existing. Okay, so we have to come to this place, supernova souls. If you're feeling this bloom of this energy working against you, it's like we have to kind of go deeper. That's what Mars and Scorpio is asking us to do right now. We got to go deeper. Mars is just coming out today of a square with Pluto. And Mars and Scorpio wants to dig deep, get deeper, get to the truth, get to the essence, like really live, not a fake existence, you know? Um, and so we have to identify the counterfeit reality, the counterfeit money, the paper money that doesn't have anything to back it up, that we've been told is wealth when we are abundant in wealth. And so we have to understand that the energy coming at us is a bloom of what's happened to us, especially in this whole evolution, but over the last period of time in the Piscean age, a direct attack of the light itself for just being the light, because the light exposes the lies. And so it's like, it's nothing you did wrong. It's just who you are. So we got to stop taking it personally, because any person's soul embodied showing up in the energy of authentic authority is going to be harassed by the false authority, you know? But that harassment has beaten us down as sensitive souls, and they know this. They've used our generosity, our love, our care to, to manipulate us into situations that distract us, harm us, and, abuse us, drain all of our energy and our funds, in order to keep us from accessing this creation energy for ourselves. everything that's ours, Mother Earth's resources, our energy, creation energy in our body, we have a right to as the authority, the highest authority of this land, a human soul incarnate in a body. You having the body gives you the authority. That's what came through the Agarhasi readings. And now we know that, wait, if her body's our body and our body has the authority, she has the true authority. And that's why we must come back to her. The most valuable asset, resource, and wealth in this world as mammals is love and care. And those of us who have shown up again and again in love and care, despite the hate, the persecution, we're still saying, hey, we're digging deep now for compassion, but we love you, humanity. We're not going to leave you. There's something really damaging going on right now with this whole idea of a timeline split. People are really clinging to it because I know on some level it makes us feel better. Like, okay, cool. I don't have to worry about them because they're going over there and I'm going over here. But that is actually not what's happening. That is a complete lie. A lot of the spiritual new age information out there is also just lies upon lies upon lies upon lies. Distractions. This whole beautiful truth with one little bit of distortion that makes the whole kit and caboodle unusable by souls who really need that information. So we have just had to go around and about to even stay alive, much less do our work we came here to do, you know? But once we've made it to this threshold place in that we understand that we have the power. We haven't successfully taken it back yet, the power and the wealth. And this is where we have to get to this place, very strange place that we're at right here, still in the energy of the weird eclipse energy until we get to the next lunation, which is the Aries full moon on the 6th, 7th of October. And so we're still in the eclipse season. We're still in the weirdness. Now we're just about to have, now we know Saturn has gone back into Pisces, but Neptune is still hanging out at 0 degrees Aries. And then in next week, Uranus will be making the move back into the sign of Taurus. So we really are going back in order to get it right. And we've got to go back, Saturn and Pisces, to reclaim the miracles and get our timeline aligned with Christ consciousness again. But we cannot do any of that until we can receive and claim and know we deserve the wealth that we are. We are the wealth. We know this. And so what is going on that supernova souls continue to live in scarcity, poverty of heart or soul? Could have money, but I'm guessing then you probably have scarcity of heart and soul, of intimate connection, of true love and care, because we've been only handed the counterfeit version. Do you see? You have been surrounded because of your advanced nature. The matrix targeting you. It's just a matrix. It's not like, oh, we're going to go. And there are actual people who do targeting weird stuff, but most of it is just a computer driven AI system that can identify when you come not in the box. When you're not playing along exactly and hooked up to your technology and the luge that they're feeding on from us, then you light up on their screen, right? And then you're going to be surrounded by people who are not real people. They have to surround you with the counterfeit version to keep you from knowing how real you are, except for that can only work for so long because that's backfiring now. The counterfeit version of love, money, wealth, beauty, fame is falling apart in front of our eyes. What will be revealed is the true wealth of this world. And supernovas, we stand in that. The only thing that's been keeping us from being able to move in it is because we're hiding in fear, because we don't feel worthy of our wealth. So we have to say this. For all the supernova souls that are going through what you're going through right now, a lot of people with karmic ties, a huge bloom of karmic energies that are like, wait a minute, you're about to go and we're not going to let you. You have to take us with you. And you're like, hey, it's been many years, um, many months, many seasons, many lifetimes. I've been here available for you to heal and grow. What did I get? Hatred, criticism, judgment, burned at the stake. So there is a time when no matter what is going on in this world, the reckoning that's coming, the reconciliation that's coming, is that everyone must take accountability for the way that they've been acting, feeling, thinking, because we're a collective consciousness. And you don't get to run around and just be a mean, negative, critical black hole and continue to enjoy the wealth of this world. It's not going to work. So, that model of people who are still parasitically invested in the matrix, their world is about to crash down hard. And so here we are being like, losing patience. And yet I'm here for you, humanity. I'm digging deep for compassion. But we do have to understand this concept of loosh that I haven't really talked about much, but we know that in the parasitic reality that we are the source of energy. We've come to find this. And so this is why supernova souls have such encounters with narcissist type energies that once you see the pattern, it's like, whoa, because it's hard to believe that people can be that evil, mean. But it's like emotionally triggering you to knock you down so that they can steal your energy and have access. So your emotional reaction is food for them. It's called luge, but the positive, joyful, hopeful reaction, energy in our field, that vibration is poison to them. Right? So no wonder they've erected towers. They created grid after grid to try to keep our vibrational frequency from spiritual ascension. It's not working. And this is where we need to be triumphant in this moment. And we need to say, I have overcome so much that I don't even know what I've been battling against, you know? Um, and I'm here. I'm invincible. I'm meant to be here. I would have, supernova souls, we've gone to hell and back. The devil wouldn't want to walk in your shoes. That means you're more powerful than any force that we know it's all one, but that want to play against the mother's love and her beautiful home for safe evolution, safe spiritual evolution. This is what we're demanding, supernova souls. I deserve to feel safe and at ease and supported as who I am in the full expression of my light in this world. The world is safe for us now. That's a very simple concept, something very difficult for us to even imagine what it feels like. And then we have to look at what it really means. For supernova souls to be safe and secure, that means the end of the AI parasitic consciousness, which means all of our systems have to shut down and be restarted in the right way. It's intense. We are heading into an inevitable time of breaking down of the collective psyche. And if we didn't have you, supernova souls, we would be lost in the wilderness, which would be so bad. No. Anyway, so let's just talk through this astrology to kind of, we're in a weird place because we're still in the eclipses energy. And we've had the whole month of September has been square after square after square of intense pressure, soul pressure, to transform, to grow. It's like the year of the snake. Get it while you can, Growth, that fast of growth is hardly ever not going to be painful, you know? And that's where we come back to the message for this week that's really coming through is to trust and to surrender to her love, her plan, your own God code in your DNA, and maybe mom's timing. Because again and again, we get the message too, like the forces of control And parasitic forces can delay and delay and delay, but they cannot stop the awakening. And so we hold true in this every day. We've crossed that threshold in our body, right? So she says, now something happened mid-September. You don't have to wait anymore for the world to shift, right? I think it means that no matter what you do, they're not going to be able to hurt you, kill you, or anything. They might be able to, harass you a little bit, like make fun of you. But, you're safe. You're fundamentally safe. We have claimed a fundamental safety on this planet for supernova souls, which we need in order to move forward into out of scarcity, out of survival, and into thrival.